Okay, we've checked the Mary Latrimore scoreboard, and we see that it's Eagles 4, Visitors 2 in the fourth inning. And we've got must have a base runner. We're gonna say adieu to the girls' game and head for the boys. So if you're enjoying the girls' game on the internet, this is the end of it. This is all we're going to cover, and we're going to move over to the boys' game. We wish we could have got more of the girls, but it was a long first inning. Thanks for watching. And let's see what we got here. Looks like we're in a situation here, 4-2 in the fourth inning. Bottom half of the fourth. Chazy is at bat. Looks like they're making a pitching change for Minerva-Newcomb. This is Calvin Castine. And we are here at Chazy Central Rural School. We've just finished with covering a part of the girls' version of this. For those of you watching on the internet and don't know what's going on here, those watching on cable will know that we just left the girls' game. Those watching on the internet, this will be up as separate entities. So it is Minerva-Newcomb on defense, Chazy at bat, and we've got to get rid of our girly rosters here and get to the boy rosters, baseball rosters. So while we're recording, we'll keep the camera running here just in case something happens. We got a batter going up there for Chazy. And let's see. I have a base. Oops. The fly ball. And it's caught in left field. Let's see who that batter was. 18. So let's see here. Here we go. We've got Chazy's batting order now. And we've got Minerva-Newcomb's. It doesn't give us much time between events here. They're going on at the same time. So 18 was Josh Pete. So that's 1 out. 1 strike to should be Jordan Barrier. Should be Jordan Barrier at the plate. We'll take this. Whoa, that's behind the back pitch here. Couldn't find the plate. Pitching 27. Let's see who that is. That's Dylan Seville. He was the starting pitcher, according to us. So I'm not sure. Apparently when we arrived, there must have been a double play or something that happened because we had 1 out on the scoreboard and somebody was at the plate and inning, whoever was batting, so it must have been, must be just the starting the inning here. I would say hadn't taken the stuff off the scoreboard. I'm not sure what the situation is because according to the information given to us, Seville was the starting pitcher. So he couldn't have been warming up between innings unless he was injured. Warming up in the same inning that he's already started pitching on. So I'm assuming this is we just missed the end of the top of the fourth. There's a fly ball, and it's going to be caught in center field. Another nice long fly ball. That was by Barrier. And it's grabbed by the center fielder. Is Zatz. Kyle Zatz. The right fielder caught the first ball was Dakota Thompson. Now we should have Hayden Gay up for Chazy. Swings and misses. We got I think it's Leonard Duquette behind the plate and Barry Rock on the bases, umping. It's hit to left side. 1, 2, 3, they go down. Chazy go down in order. In the fourth, we're going to go to the fifth, and we're going to get a little closer, hopefully. This should be Morgan Winslow. Top of the order should be up. This 25. No, it's Austin Williams. Let's see the batter here. The runner is 15. Okay. Somehow, for some reason, I thought I'd seen a different number. So that was Wesley LeBar, who led off top of the fifth with a double. And this is Austin Williams, the number 3 hitter in the lineup. And we have Nate Reynolds pitching. It is the top of the fifth inning. Tying run is at the plate. We move even closer next half inning, but for now, as close as we could come between innings. Strike 3 looking. That's a big strikeout for Reynolds, as Williams, the number 3 hitter in the lineup, goes down looking. Now Dylan Seville, the pitcher, is at the plate. He's a cleanup hitter. Minerva-Newcomb at Chazy, the Mountaineers visiting the Eagles. Pitch from Reynolds is swung on and missed. A healthy cut by Seville. Defensively for Chazy, we're assuming that the starting 9 are still out there. Nate Reynolds is on the pitching rubber. That's a swing and a miss. His battery mate is Austin Santor at first base. Mike Reba. Second base is Hayden Gay. That's outside. Shortstop is Kyle Bissonette. At third base, Craig Botten. Outfield, Jordan Berrier, Josh Pete, and Alec Lapierre going from left to right. Two and two the count. 1 out. Tying run at the plate in the top of the fifth. Reynolds delivers. Strike 3 looking. So that's 2 strikeouts. Throw to third. What's he doing here? Trying to catch the Eagles napping, and he successfully steals third. Looks like it's Duquette on the bases, and Barry Rock is behind the plate. So now we've got Justin Veely, the catcher. I mentioned in the softball game, those of you watching on the internet won't have seen the softball part. If you're watching this part, you'll have to switch over. It's there. That's a base hit. That's going to make it 4-3. And RBI single for Veely. We mentioned our buddy Bill Stickney. And he lives here in Chazy, but chances are he's here looking at the Minerva-Newcomb team. He's a Newcomb graduate, so he might have some family and parents of parents of some of these kids might be friends of his. Safe, called safe. Called safe. That was certainly a close play. So Bill's here, maybe cheering silently for the visitors. Who knows? No advance. Tying run right there in the 4-3 ball game. Reynolds checking the runner. There's a shot to short. It's caught by Bissonette. So it took a base hit and a run away from the Mountaineers. It's now 4-3. We're going to the bottom half of the fifth here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Austin Santor at the plate. Leadoff hitter. Up. Let's see, it is 4-3 Chazy. That's high. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning. That is fouled off. Oops, okay. And it's a ball. 3-1. Defense for the Mountaineers. I'll give you the starting defense, and we're going to assume that they might still be out there. Dylan Seville is the pitcher. His battery mate is Justin Veely. That's high, ball 4. So Santor draws a base on balls. And now Kyle Bissonette at the plate. Off the plate, to the second. Stolen base. First base, you got Austin Williams. Second base, Yoon Young. Shortstop, Morgan Winslow. Third base, Wesley Labar. Outfield, Connor O'Brien, Kyle Zotz, and Dakota Thompson going from left to right. That's in tight. Did it hit the bat? Did it hit the bat, or was that the bat hitting the ground? The ball didn't seem to change direction, so I'm assuming that the metal pinging sound we heard was the bat hitting the ground. And the ball didn't hit the bat. There's a line shot just over the leaping jump. Gets away in right field. Run number 5 scores. And into third comes Bissonette. Almost a great catch there by Young. If he'd been a few inches taller, he would have had it. But boy, what a nice jump by Yoon Jung. Okay, now we got Mike Reba, the first baseman. Nobody out. Ball. Brian Norcross at third base, the coach. In tight, ball 2. Temperature when we arrived tonight for today's games was 65. I think it's cooled off since then. This is a Wednesday. Drizzling last night. I didn't record anything. Monday we're at Northeastern. Tomorrow we're scheduled to cover track, I think, tomorrow. There's a strike. Try to cover our northern tier teams as fairly as possible. Northern Adirondack, Northeastern, and Chazy. And we would appreciate it if the viewers, particularly the parents of these the family members, would support our efforts. We don't get much support from There's a ball hit to the right side. No advance. Reba, almost like a check swing. I think we've got one viewer supporter on the team. And they're due any time now to renew their viewer support. I think there's only one viewer supporter on the squad, so team, family. So we could certainly use everybody supporting us. And this popped up. Out of play. Out of play. Batter is Jacob Kennedy. He's a designated hitter batting for Alec Lapeer. Oh, 0-1 pitch. Golfed. And we're not going to catch this. Ball's in. Ball's in. The run scores. It's 6-4. 6-3 now. 6-3. And now the batter is Nate Reynolds. Oh yeah, I'm making sure there's no injury here. He dove for the ball. And not sure what they lost something over there. Glasses or contacts or something. They're looking for something. And speaking of viewer support, we've got renewed viewer patronage from Rob McAuliffe. Just happened by here and did us a very, very nice contribution. Even though it's not soccer season, appreciate Rob McAuliffe for stepping up to the plate, so to speak, and supporting our efforts, renewing his family support. And invite all of you other folks out there who feel remiss. Don't be afraid to come up and hand me money if you see me out and about. But you can send us a check, 1477 Ridge Road, Champlain, New York, 12919. People ask, how much should we give? I said, I've never sent any back because it wasn't enough. I've never sent any money back and said insufficient. So whatever you feel you can afford that it's not going to impact your standard of living, would greatly enhance ours, would be appreciated. That's in the dirt. You can also contribute. We've got a couple of nice contributions within the last week over the internet. Using your people's PayPal accounts, they've contributed. And I've had several of those within the last week or two. The only thing with the PayPal is PayPal does take a little bit out of it, so we don't get the full amount. But if it's the difference between doing that and forgetting to send us a check, we'd much rather have the PayPal contributions. So all PayPal contributions are heartily welcomed. Here's Craig Botten, third baseman, takes it high. Right, as we're recording this, we have slightly over 7,700 videos online. 7,700 videos available for free online viewing. Botten with a nice bunt. They're going to play at the plate. No, he's going back.
What the heck is going on?
Hey, go on, Craig! Hey, George,
That's an automatic out right there. He's halfway down the line. Get your heads in the game.
Those bases are full. You gotta run toward the run toward the runner in those cases.
You know what you're doing here, guys. Come on.
And make him commit. You want to get him to commit going backwards, not going forward. So if you lose him going back to the base he came from. This is Josh Pete. He's the center fielder. Bags are full, just one out. And it's turning into a big inning here for Chazy. That's fouled and out of play. One ball, one strike. There's a line shot, and that's going to be in right field. 2 runs will score. Throw to third, and that throw to third allows the batter to go to second base.
I get timeout.
We're going to have a timeout. And suddenly a close game is now 8-3. And we're going to have a new pitcher. Looks like the pitcher Seville might be going to first, and the first baseman Austin Williams will be coming in to pitch. And we're going to have a switch third and second also. So Young going to third and LeBaire going to second.
Come on, Austin, go, kid.
Okay, we got Jordan Barrier helping out the new guy. So we got a new pitcher out there. You got to give the guy a break here. So Williams on the rubber, and had another change here while we're off camera. That's strike 2 called. LeBaire went back to third, and Tyler Klickman, it looks like I've written down here, went into play second base, replacing June. Strike 3 looking. Barrier goes down with his bat on his shoulder for the second out. Man at third here. And Hayden Gay, the second baseman, the batter. Ball. Score is 8-3. 2 men on base, not one. 2 men on base. Swing and a miss. Top of the order on deck. So this is the 9th batter of the inning. Santor led off the inning. Low, away. 2-1. 9 batters. 4 in, 2 on.
Here we go, Hayden. Hey, he's got to bring you 1-1-4. Here we go, kid.
Ball 4. That's going to load the bases. Gage draws a free pass. Austin Santor up for the second time in the inning. The pitch from Williams is low and away. Chazy, the defending Class D champions, with no advance. So we know the count. We assume that Santor will be taking. Walks a run. Cooling off now. The sun is behind the clouds, and it seems the sun's peeking out a little bit here. But it seems whenever that's ball 4. Santor walks, that'll force in a run. Give him a run batted in, and Botten will score. Seems that whenever the sun isn't shining down on us, the wind picks up more. Or maybe we just notice it more because it's cooler. Kyle Bissonette is at the plate. And the pitch is fouled. Strike 1. Doesn't matter if the guy before him walked. He's going to swing at the first offering. Assume he had the green light from Coach Norcross. 9-3 the score.
Here we go, kid.
Strike.
Anything close, kid.
1 and 2.
Here we go, Kyle. We say 2.
Strike 3. So it's 5 across for Chazy. They lead 9-3. We're heading now for the 6th inning here after 5 full on viewer-supported hometown cable.
Come on, yeah, we got plenty of time. Let's get these first couple runners. All right.
Okay. Let's see. Where are we? We're in the 6th inning. We got a whole bunch of on-deck guys in front of us here. 11 is at the plate, so that's Thompson. So we have Thompson at the plate. And I'll move over and let this guy have that area. And it's hit to third. Fire to first in time. Nice play all around. Nice play around. Ruba found the bag. Caught the ball. It's what you got to do. Catch the ball. Then find the bag. Sometimes you see guys keeping their foot in the bag and the ball gets away. That was a good play through by Botten at third. So that was Dakota Thompson. This is Kyle Zatz. Caillou. And he hits it up the middle, just beyond grass for the second baseman. And let's see, 5. No, I don't have a 5 here. Connor O'Brien, okay. Somehow I wrote down his number as 5, but it's, excuse me, I wrote it down as 7. It's 5. I guess those guys would use the on-deck circle, which is out of my view. Strike. I don't know how people can be so oblivious. There's a strike. Strike 3. Yeah, I'm not a little tiny fellow that's standing here with a camera. It's quite obvious that I'm here taking pictures. It's quite obvious I'm pointing at the batter's box. Here's Morgan Winslow, shortstop. 2 outs. Whoop. Hit to second. And got some more folks from Minerva-Newcomb area here who have appeared on hometown cable in their younger years, but they're back. 9-3 going to the bottom of the 6th here on viewer-supported hometown cable. We all know it's springtime, softball, baseball season. We all know that, except for the folks in Chazy. Just because they've got, I don't know, 5, 6 to the girls and boys state titles. Just because they have that many titles, they think they need to practice year round, and that's what they do here. That's how you dominate. That's how you get to the top of your game. But don't forget this baseball team here, defending Class D champions.
Here we go, 8. What do you say?
This is 8, Mike Ruba. Hits it, takes it on the fly. to start things in the
Come on, Austin. Focus on the glove.
7th inning.
Here we go, Jake.
No, not the 7th, but the 6th, bottom of the 6th. Now Jacob Kennedy hits the first offering to short. I'm going to go to second.
Good job.
They get the force. So Kennedy reaches on the fielder's choice. Looking at the Mary Latrimore Memorial scoreboard, it's 9-3 here in the 6th inning. And Nate Reynolds is at the plate.
Same thing.
Hit to the left side. Shortstop was cheating toward out of play. He had second. He had second when the throw was made, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. Nah, probably not. He was close to second when the throw was made, but it hadn't reached it, hadn't cleared second base. So it's second and third. And we've got Botten. Who's got the Botten? Craig Botten at the plate. 1 out. Chazy looking to add to their 9-3 lead.
Gotta get up out there, purple. Good dig, Justin. Good dig. On our toes in the bases, boys. Right. Hey, you're all right. You're thinking you're scoring. Going one.
Ooh, he goes after a high one and hits it to right field. Runners were going here instead of tagging. So it will be a sacrifice fly for Botten. That'll make it 10-3. And Josh Pete will step in.
Get him right here. Let him go.
Strike one over our head. Onto the tennis courts. Well, ball off the plate. 3-1 to count. 2 outs. Runner at third. Ball 4. So Josh Pete will trot to first base. It'll be runners at the corners. How can they call timeout when the guy is? Oh, I guess the coach called timeout. The guy's going to first. He could keep going. Justin Roy is going to step in and pinch hit for Jordan Barrier.
Like 2 down, guys. Go, boy!
Runners at the corners. May 2nd, 2012. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Pete advances to second base, so it's second and third. High.
Come on, Williams. Roy. Here, come on. Let's go. Gotta be one you like. Yep, here you go. One, here you go. Yep.
Strike called. Full count. 2 outs. First base open. Pinch hitter Roy at the plate. Strike. No, off the plate. Took it right down the belt, but off the plate. Awfully brave. So he gets a free pass. And it looks like we've got another pinch hitter. Hayden Gay will go back to the bench. And stepping up will be number 19, Nick Averill. Nick Averill will step in for Chazy.
Averill for Gay.
So I think they'll leave just Dylan Garrow. That we haven't seen. The winner of the Garth Blow lookalike contest right there. Strike one. Base is full. 2 down. Foul tipped. Good cut. Nick Averill. 0-2. Strike 3 at the knees. So Williams, I should say. Williams gets the big K to end the inning. It's 10-3. We're going to the 7th.
Don't give up. Don't give up, though. There's 3 outs. Come on.
Chazy leading by 7. Wesley LeBaire will lead off the 7th inning. His team down by 7. Nate Reynolds ready to toe the rubber. And the pitch. Fouls it off, strike 1. Foul ball. 0-2. You look that long at the umpire, you're almost begging him to call strike 3 on you.
You don't steal unless it's pass ball. No chances at all.
That's it to the left side. And we're going to have a base runner. Bissonette didn't come up with a handle on it. So LeBaire reaches. Now we have Austin Williams at the plate. Takes a strike.
Let's go, Austin. Come on, Austin. Let's go, kid. Come on, kid.
There's a ball hit to third. Throw to first. For the out. Botten over to Reba. So we've got 1 down. They're not worried about the guy on base. That run doesn't mean a thing. 10-3 or 10-4. You worry about the outs. Here's Dylan Seville, starting pitcher.
Dylan, base hit here.
Strike 1.
Hold your eyes out, man. Hold your eyes out. Come on, Dylan. Come on, Dylan. Come on. Watch it in there. Watch it in there.
2.
Come on, Dylan. Let's go. Come on, Dylan. Come on, Dylan. We need a hit. Come on, Dylan. Come on, bud. Good eye, Dylan. Come on, Dylan. Come on, Dylan.
Strike, no, off the plate.
Nice try.
2-2 the count.
Let's go, Dilly. Come on, Dilly. Let's go, Dilly. Come on, buddy.
One out. In tight. Just missed. 3-2.
Come on, let's go, Dilly.
Fight him off here, Dylan. Better yet, get a base hit out of him.
Let's go, Dilly. Come on, bud. Come on, Dilly.
Strike, no, off the plate. Ball 4. So it's first and second. Now the catcher, Justin Veely. Ten 10-3 the score. This is baseball, so it ain't over till it's over. Reynolds delivers, strike 1. Just missed.
Hey, come on, kid.
All you, Justin. There you go. Don't help him out now. We need you on base.
I don't think they're Hell's Angels. Foul out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hit to the left side and through. That's a base hit. Down by so many runs. They are not going to take chances. Not going to take chances. That run doesn't mean a thing. This is Tyler Clixton. It's 10-4. Bags loaded with Mountaineers. The top of the 7th.
Don't help him. Be ready, Tyler. Be ready. Come on, Tyler. Get your spot.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike. Reynolds delivers, strike 2. Good healthy cut. Those 2 and 2, 1 out. Bags full. Strike 3. Big strikeout for Reynolds. That's 2 down. And now Dakota Thompson will step in. Down to the last out here for Minerva-Newcomb. Trailing by 6 with 3 on. There's a line shot. It is a base hit. 2 runs will score. Look out. They're taking a chance at third. That's out. That's not where you want the last out. That's not where you want your last out of the game. That is not where you want your last out of the game. 2 runs score. It's 10-6. And Chazy will take the victory. Minerva-Newcomb came on strong at the end, but the Eagles win. The third base coach runs away. Yeah, this game is in the books. I know the head coach is not happy. He did not want an out at third base. That's the way it was this May 2nd, 2012. You're watching viewer-supported local television. If you recognize anybody here, if you ever heard of any last names, first names, nicknames of anybody here, you should be a viewer-supporter. Keep this programming coming. Hometown Cable TV worth your support.